Thank you, Kavya, for that wonderful and warm welcome given to us. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I hope you're enjoying your Friday evening. And it's another scintillating session that we have lined up at the Economic Times Global Business Summit Unwired 4.0. As Kavya introduced, I'm Lopamudra Ghatak, and I will be in conversation with Erica Alessandri. And what we are going to talk over the next 20-25 minutes is the wellness and fitness trends that are emerging the world over. But before I go, Erica has been a board member of the Technogym and the Wellness Foundation, and she joins us from the Wellness Foundation in Italy. And she's had a successful stint in financial institutions across the world, also an innings at Luxottica. And then she decided to join the family business in 2016. Technogym remains the world's leader brand when it comes to equipment and digital solutions for fitness, wellness, and sport. And today, over 50 million people train with Technogym equipment in over 80 wellness centers and 300,000 private homes globally. Welcome, Erica. How are
Thank you
you?
very much. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm very well.
Very
Here
well.
from the Wellness Valley in Italy.
Okay. So, Erica, my first question to you would be: the world has changed. The world has shifted to a new order. It's almost going to be a year. And how do you see the wellness sector having adapted to this new changed environment?
Well, of course, with COVID-19, it's needless to say that health has become a top priority even more for people. This pandemic has accelerated exponentially some ongoing trends. For example, scientific research that proved from before that physical exercise is a powerful medicine. Finally, people have understood that this is the reality, and therefore we have seen a massive boom in home fitness and in the digitization of the industry. Of course, even before COVID, this was happening, but let's say, as you know, during these months, a few months have counted as a few year in a technological leap.
Technologically, so you just said that that you've seen a massive boom in home fitness equipment. So at
Yes.
Technogym, how would you, if you were to do a flashback of Technogym's performance over the last year, so how would you assess that, and what is the category which has seen a major spike? If you could just tell us that.
Yes, of course. So, well, at Technogym, first of all, we've always believed in the private segment, so in the home consumer segment. In 1986, just to give you an example, my father designed in his garage Unica, which was the first piece of equipment designed for private customers. After 37 years, we've been in the last year able to capitalize on what we had already built, and we grew by 60% in the private segment. We have three main lines of consumer products depending on the needs and on the and on some factors that our users need, let's say. So we have, for example, a compact line that is dedicated to those who have some space constraints, such as Technogym My Run, which is our entry-level treadmill. We have, for example, Technogym Bike, which offers more entertaining and more engaging experiences by streaming spinning classes from boutique fitness studios around the world. And then, for example, we have the personal line, which are masterpieces designed by Antonio Citterio, who is a very important Italian architect. And in that sense, we are the only players that put so much importance into design. We have won over 30 worldwide recognized design awards. And so we're let's say that again, COVID has just accelerated the change, and has boosted the growth of a segment where we've always believed in, even before, since very beginning of the company.
That's a diverse range that you have at Technogym. So when you think of do you see any difference in consumption patterns when you think of a Europe or when you think of an Asia, because people lifestyle habits are different. The way people keep themselves fit. There are space constraints in crowded cities like say a Mumbai or a Calcutta. And so how do you see your products? Do you see being able to strike a balance there?
Well, yes, as I was just saying, our mission is to spread wellness around the world, and this has always been, the key point of our strategy. And because we want to make sure that people move, and we want to make sure that people improve their lifestyles, we have segmented all of our products in order to be able to cater for the different needs, as you were saying. For example, in different cities people need different types of products, so on and so forth. For us, personalization is a cornerstone of our offering, and especially with the digitization and with technology, we're able to roll out what we call wellness on the go. So thanks to our ecosystem, which comprises not only the smart equipment, but also content, software, applications, we're able to deliver a seamless experience wherever our user is. So for example, if they are at home and they have only one piece of equipment due to the constraint, we can personalize their program, and then maybe they will go to the gym to have a broader offering of equipment, and we're able to customize all their training experience seamlessly just by connecting on the equipment that you have.
So technology has been a great enabler, and technology has, especially in this lockdown period, it has brought changed our lives, brought people closer. So if I may ask, Erica, what kind of changes or tech adaptations did you make to your lifestyle in the past year?
Mine personal
Yes,
or
your personal, yeah.
Well, I'm also a digital product manager at Technogym. This is my more operational job title, and I'm in charge of developing consumer applications for the end user. And in this sense, I've been training at home, testing the products that we're developing, and that soon will come out. So it's been interesting timing, because I've been able to test the products I've been working on.
Okay, so you've been testing the product, but Erica, also now that the world is kind of limping back to being normal, like people are stepping out of their homes, people are resuming work, some of them are going to office and stuff. Uh, how do you see how do you see home fitness, or holistic wellness that is being practiced and being executed at home, once we get back to say a kind of new normal? How do you see that trend evolving or shaping up?
So, as I was mentioning before, our company's strategy is to deliver wellness on the go, so anywhere, anytime. We started working on our ecosystem back in 2012 with the My Wellness Cloud and all the connected equipment. Therefore, we've always believed in a hybrid approach. We believe that to deliver a seamless experience to our end user wherever they are. We believe that people are nomads, right? I mean, now with COVID a bit less, but in normal times, people travel for work, people train at the gym, they might want to complement and sometimes train in the comfort of their homes. So we've always been believers of this hybrid approach, and we believe even now that this will be the new model after the pandemic. People will not train anymore either at home or at the gym, but they will complement both experiences, because of course at the gym you can, for example, socialize, you have services, you have access to more pieces of equipment, while maybe at home you can, you have less space, maybe less equipment, so on and so forth. Therefore, we don't think that it will be an either or, but it will be a and type of approach.
Okay. You don't think it'll be an either or, but it'll be an and. It'll be a combination. It'll be a marriage of the personal and what suits them in the public sphere.
Exactly, because in the end, consumers are nomadic. This year, we haven't been able to move a lot around, but usually, now, even for example, with working from home, new policies where employees will be allowed to spend a few days during the week at home and other days, for example, even in this, we have a big segment that we cover that are corporate wellness programs. And we're already seeing, for example, employers asking us to deliver these corporate wellness programs directly at home of the employees. But this doesn't mean that they're discouraging the use of their gyms in their corporate environment.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so people are nomadic. That's a lovely line, and I think that kind of contextualizes everything. But I'm curious to know: do you see a higher demand for health programs in addition to fitness programs as well?
definitely. And again, of course, COVID has accelerated also this trend. We see a very big, there are two main trends. One is medical fitness and self-care. So the importance of taking care of yourself, even through technological services. So, and then on the other hand, the importance of prevention rather than cure is of course a big trend as well. So telemedicine and and everything that puts, for example, in our sector, the need to do rehabilitation, prevention, and cure through exercise. As I was saying at the beginning, we know that exercise is a very powerful medicine. So again, with this increased awareness on the importance of well-being and health in consumers, it has also spiked the demand for it.
Okay, it's a spike the demand. So we are just running out of time. I have one last question before I go, and that is to you, Erica. It's a personal question. What has kept you going in the past year or during the pandemic and the lockdowns? How have you kept yourself, and any new fitness hack that you've learned or you've discovered or you've rediscovered? We would like to know that.
Well, I definitely it definitely reinforced the need to do sports, because when you're forced at home working from the same desk 12 hours a day, if I wouldn't have done my hour of physical activity, I would have probably been I would have probably been a bit more stressed than I actually was.
Okay.
As I was saying, I had a lot of fun, because not a lot of fun in lockdown, but in terms of work, because it was we were working on this very exciting project that will come out very soon. And so the lockdown gave me the chance to test these products with my family, and also, of course, being all together, doing social activities. Let's say we rediscovered things that maybe before we were giving a bit for granted.
Okay,
So
bit for
spending
granted.
time with your loved ones and
Yeah.
appreciating smaller things.
Okay, and any changes to your diet did you make? This is the last question. Kavya is giving signals.
I've
Did you
been
make
eating
any
a
changes?
lot. No, not really. I mean, I usually eat a Mediterranean diet, very Italian, so
Okay.
it didn't change much. The important is to then move and make up for it.
Okay, lovely. To move, to be on the go, and then just, to make sure that Technogym keeps you in shape. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Erica. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Take care.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to you, Kavya.